Hey, what's going on, yeah? Hold on. Man, I made some coffee and I forgot to get me some damn filters. So I'm using toilet paper. The toilet paper's all crunched up in the damn coffee. I'm still gonna drink it though. Shit. Let me taste it. Shit, I can't taste no difference. Hey, listen, I was wondering about something. Why do, when people on social media, when they talk about scary beings, I don't think the people are scary. You just don't talk to them. You just don't talk to them without talking to them. You see, that's all it is. They ain't scary. They hungry. They're not scary, but you will never know because they ain't doing shit like you doing. You see? Just think about all the things that a man's supposed to be, that a non-scary person supposed to be, and what a strong man's supposed to be, and who you around, and you know, that's a strong man, and all this other type of shit. All that shit is a cloud around you. You see? If you want to create something, if you want to create a cloud that's going to dominate, you see, you're going to have to be invisible. You see, you're going to have to be invisible. You know, you ain't gonna, why get up you can't get up on this and talk about people weak. You see, unless you actually physically talk to them. Just physically talk to them. Get around them. You see, but oftentimes you're scared because you're haughty or whatever they call it. You see, you too big. You got too much information that's poured inside of you, and you ain't grabbing shit. You grabbing shit down below. You see, something that somebody else already wrote down. You see, and you're regurgitating. You see, you're regurgitating. You call them receipts. You see, yes, you do. You call them receipts. Whoa, look, let me show you. You see, you call them receipts. You see, and so you build your concept or your construct around these receipts and shit. You see, but what do that mean? What do that mean? Just imagine for a second, you create an environment. Where you know how to psychologically open the door for millions of people. You see, you know how to psychologically open the door for millions of people. Even those who already established an organization. You see, they're already prepared. You see, most elders who are the heads of these organizations already got you in position. You see, they already got you in position. You just have to play your part. You see, what is a body? Okay, you have a mind. What do your mind do? You see, do you have a shoulder blade? You know, how many shoulder blades do you have? How many rotator cuffs do you have? How many biceps do you have? How many forearms or radius and things inside the forearm? How many of those do you have? You see, how many fingers are on the palm of your hand? You see, these are houses. These are houses, but the body is one. What if you know how to build a house and create the house to where the whole body have supreme agility? If you don't know how to create supreme agility in one body of people, what you talking about? What you talking about? You see, you sit back with all this intelligence, talking about all this grand shit, talking about the black people that's weak, talking about who's weak, who's this and who's scary and all this other type of shit, but you haven't came down because Those people, they scare you. They make you feel a certain way. Fuck them. Talk to them anyway. How about that? Talk to them anyway. Break that shit off of them. You know how to do that? You know how to break it off of them? You know how to break it off? Show them something. That's all you have to do. Just show them something. You don't have to say shit. You see, first of all, take off the costumes. Take off the costumes. Go get you some Ben Davis or some shit. You see? Go get you some Ben Davis or, just some regular shit. Go to Walmart and just put on some clothing and create this environment. You see? And say, come. Let me show you something. That's all you have to do. Come. Let me show you something. That's all you have to do. You don't have to talk to them about your religion and your organization. You don't have to say none of that shit. Just say, come. Come. You see? Let me show you something. What do you think about this? You see? Oh, man. Well, the government this and the government going to do that and the government going to do that. We have esquires over here. We have thousands of esquires over here. They can, shit, if the government is dignified, you see, they won't fuck with it. All these, our esquires are supreme. You see? How about doctors and nurses and all these other things? They're everywhere. Just give them a safe place. Give the people a safe place. You know how to do it? Those that know how to do this shit are down below. They just don't have nothing. You see, the atmosphere is real thick. The cloud is gray. You see, and they can feel this shit. You see, they come from a whole different place in time. You see, come from a whole different place in time. You see, they died when they were young, and then they woke up right in your face. You see, woke up right in your face, and you still can't see these beings, male and female. They're here. You see, they're here. Some of them are still in the street. You see, sleeping on the curb and shit. You see? You see what I'm saying? You see? In this society, you need something. You see? But it's people like you to say, fuck them. Fuck them. Oh, they're weak. I can tell. They got effeminate qualities, or they don't take care of their children, and they don't do that. So of course. They're living in a world of abomination. You see, just put a stain in your purity. You see, just put a stain in your purity, and just understand that you've been where they have. And if you haven't been there, I can understand it. Just throw some shit on yourself and see if you can go through it. See if you can go through. I'm talking about throw something on yourself that you will agree by, so you can heal yourself through it. You see, I'm just talking. I'm just talking. You know what I'm saying? Get a scar on you or something. You see, get a scar on you if you're afraid of the beings who have scars or who have flaws. You see, you might be afraid of them. You see, there's a kingdom out here already prepared. All these elders, they keep on creating these beautiful organizations. You see, they keep on creating these beautiful organizations, and all of those bodies. Those true bodies are always down below. You see, always down below, almost ready to do this for some fentanyl or some crack or a bottle. They're almost ready to do it. Some of them have done it and they're gone. You see, sclerosis of the liver and all this other type of shit. You see, in prison, you see, killed somebody because they couldn't take being down here anymore. You see. By themselves psychologically. You see? It's okay, though. It's okay they had no one to talk to. You see? They just never knew how to tap into themselves. You see, in order to spend all these years in a low space. You see? And talk outside of you to a higher you. You see? Talk to you. Because you always talk to your lower self. You do that every day, you know what I'm saying? But when you get to a point to where you can tap into your higher self ain't gonna be out here giving you this and trying to uh, getting all this monetary gain and shit, so you can go buy, thousands loads of jewelry and be pimpish looking and all this other type of shit. No, it ain't gonna be like that. It ain't gonna be like that. You see, but here's the thing: those people that's down below that you're talking to, they talk from here. They talk from here. You see, and it's almost like it's something that it's they talking from 1,000, a century, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 centuries of ancestors. They're talking through them. You see, it's hard to believe, huh? But you want to hear some book shit. Is that what it is? You want to hear some book shit? It's okay. It's okay. You see, it's okay. You see. But I tell you, don't be afraid of what you see. Don't be afraid. You see, don't be afraid, big heads. Don't be afraid. All you have to do is just try it. Try it. Try to put some flaws on you or something. Try to do that. You see, try to do that. And then see who match you down below. You see who match you down below. What makes you different than those if you've been through it? You see? What makes you different? You see? You see, there are people that's kind of like afraid of certain people you see down here. Why? Because of how they look? Why? Because they're telling you something about themselves? Are they telling you the things that you have naturally inside of you that you can perform, that you can do? You just don't know it. You see? Is that what it is? What is it? What are you afraid of? How could you be afraid you never talked to the bee? What are you afraid of? You afraid of the art that you see on this shit? You afraid of it? You see? Excuse me. Oh, that type shit. Oh, well, okay, that's fine. See, you got a certain type of etiquette. You see? Always remember, people if you making money on this shit, listen, that's just like, just think you have a temple. And you are the temple. And people on the outside of you is giving you all this inspiration and shit. You see, all this inspiration, and it's touching your soul, and they're talking about the highest being or the highest source and all these other type things. You see, but at the end, or however it may be, you're selling shit inside of the temple. See, you want them to buy something from you. You see, you're selling things, sheep, wool, you know what I'm saying? Staffs. See, just imagine if you had the ability to flip all that shit over. What would you do when you're not allowed to sell your merch in the minds of the people? You see. What if somebody come and flip those tables over? What are you going to do? What are you going to do then? You see? I tell you. Be you. Just be you. Be you. You see? Be you. Because the majority of people they're selling these merchant shit inside of the temple of people, you see. I don't think they really give a fuck. Some of them probably do. You see? Probably 50-50, 70-30. You see? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You can create a nation if you want to. The door is open. They have already been created. They have already created everything that you need. You see, the elders have. You see, those that died and those who took over and all these other types of, you got all the things, all the tools you need to create a nation inside of a nation. All you have to do is create the atmosphere. But you have to take off your costumes. You don't have to have a name. Just be a people. Just be a people. You see, just be a people. That's all you have to do. Just be a people. And just create. What can they say? What type of words, English words, can they say to supreme minds? What can they say? What they gonna do? Stop you? You have so many people on this planet waiting for you to do something similar to that. They'll have your back. You see, they'll have your back. Always remember, all these people that's in power, these are children. These are children. they're children with they're children with this they're imps. You see, that's what they are. You see, that's what they are. You see, remember, look at the photos of the slave master and his slave. How the slave was real petite and small. And he was always looking up at the master. You see, when you see stuff like that, just remember, that's how you used to see them. They just mimicking you. You see, everything that's happening, that they're doing to you in this day and time and way, in the past, they just mimicking you. You see, they just mimicking you on a whole level. They just doing more works than you was doing back then, with the technology and all these other type things. You see, I'm just saying, you can create a nation, but you got to get that fear out of you. You see, just learn what's above and learn what's below and stop talking about Jesus. And stop when you hearing people like myself talk about the above, the clouds and the sky and all this other type of shit. And then the first thing that pop in your head is Jesus, you see. And you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about because I tell you what I'm talking about every day. You see, but you see, I don't have to say shit. Only thing I'm doing is doing what I'm supposed to do. You can't see shit, can you? But it's happening right in your face. You can hear it. From then to now, you can hear it. It's moving. You see, you just can't come into and grab these sounds and shit and you ain't doing shit. You see, everything's working like it's supposed to work. You see, I write. You see, I show you when I'm finished writing. I'll show you the being where I got it from. You see, through the words that you speak. You see, I show you. I tell you. You see, hard for you to understand it because there's no receipts for it. You don't have a book. You don't have thousands of books. Ain't that a trip? That's beautiful. It's beautiful that you can't see it. It's beautiful that I don't have no motherfucking receipts for you. It's beautiful, because if you have an enemy, they won't have it either. You see what I'm saying? Because you will give it to them. You say on a platter. You see, on a platter. You see, it's in the spirit. It's in the soul. You see, it's in the waters. You see, ain't that a beautiful thing? Isn't it beautiful? How the Most High really talk to you or sit down with you and teach you internally, you see, and watch all these other people curse you at it, you see, and he will give you every goddamn thing. He will make you so supreme in your mind to where you won't do shit. But get on shit like this and make money off the people with your wisdom and your knowledge. You see, they'll all come to you, praising you. You see, while you have fire. in the wind. You see, right next to you, and you don't even know it. Isn't that a beautiful thing? It's beautiful, isn't it? Talk to me. Isn't it beautiful? You don't know. You can't see, can you? In a minute, yeah.